And a very big hello, everybody. Welcome along to another big Vee race. Great to have your company today. We are at Circuit de Navarra as we battle out the final rounds of this championship season with plenty at stake and plenty of venom on the line too. We've got week number 10, 20 degrees Celsius, 95% relative humidity. It is cloudy. There is a bit of wind out there at the moment as well. The track length, 2.62 kilometres in length, and we're 421 metres above sea level. Now, as I said, there's plenty of venom. The reason being, this is the way the championship looks at the moment. It is getting quite congested. Nathan Moroney leads the way, 1,565. Cassiano 1,509, Flag on 1,462, Jellic on 1,295, and Kieran Shanks, who when we started doing this wasn't even in the top 10, finds himself in 5th spot. Now, the reason being is he missed the first couple of rounds. He comes home with a very wet sail. Each and every round, he is going to pick up championship points. He's not going to drop any rounds. So it's all for him to chase down, and mathematically he can do this very easily. Eric Lancheras behind, Suleiman Khan from the UK doing a great job, 1,153 from him. Brian Simpson in 9th, Parent in 10th, Clean in 11th, and Milo rounds out the top 12. So that is the stage set. Let's get stuck into qualifying because the cars are out on the track. Well, let's see how it plays out. Our first car out on the track in qualifying is going to be the man who's hunting down the championship, Kieran Shanks. Let's see how he goes. Let's ride on board with him here at Navarra. Gets a good run onto the start-finish straight. Comes down towards turn number 1. A difficult part of the track to get right. The car gets very, very loose, particularly on cold tyres. Kieran went out there and did his warm-up lap and now sets his sights on qualifying to see if he can get himself to the top of the pecking order. Beautifully done through the turn 2 complex. Just picking up the right amount of ripple strip there. Starts his run down towards this straight. Difficult track, this place, because there are so many slipstreaming opportunities. It's going to be one hell of a fight, you can guarantee it. And as I've mentioned before, there's no love lost between the guys that are battling out the championship. They're out there with gusto, and all of them want to finish as high up in the championship order as they can. Bragging rights at the ready. Kieran, fastest in that first sector, comes up onto the start-finish straight. What is he able to do? He's going to set the benchmark time that they're all going to be chasing down. Let's see what he scores. Comes down across the line, the time about to be posted. Quickest in all 3 sectors, 1:16.9. That's a good time from him. Foster is crossed the line as well. He's 3rd quickest, 1:17.4. Larry Miles, he's got a 1:17.3. Mark Phillips, 1:18.3. Michael Thiessen out there as well today. Great to see Michael out there. Races in the Formula Vee Trophy Series, not the Formula 3 Trophy Series. Jason Archer McMillan puts in a good time. Nathan Moroney. Now here's the man we want to keep a close eye on. Let's go to Nathan. Where does he go? Top of the pops, 1:16.5 for him. Relegates Kieran Shanks back to 2nd. Miles in 3rd, Foster in 4th. Fred Zenikowski, who is renowned for not being one of the most solid qualifiers, has had a great run. A 17.8 from him. Race against this guy quite a fair bit. Very clean race car driver. Seems like a really nice guy as well. Finds himself in 5th. That's absolutely outstanding for him. Then we go back to Phillips, back there in 6th. Looks like he's continued on to complete his 2nd lap. Not one of those electing to go into pit lane. Can he improve on his time? No. Doesn't go forward. Ben Rogers does. Ben's clocked up a 1:21.7. Now, who else moved there? Thiessen, Zenikowski, who's on track? Moroney, is he back on track? No. Foster, no. Ben, no. Christian Flag hasn't set a time yet. Nathan Moroney saying he's on track. Give me another look. Just need to change the camera angle. What does he do? He's quickest in the first sector. Does he improve his time? No, he doesn't. 1:16.6. So that's his qualifying done and dusted. Archer McMillan up into third for him. 1:17.2. The man who, by self-admission, says he's a bad qualifier has put himself in the top 3. Here's Larry. Currently sits in P4. Didn't go quickest on his first sector. Can he improve? Christian Flagg puts in a time, goes third quickest. Relegates Archer McMillan down one. What can Miles do? Does he go forward? Foster's bowed out of it. He was on a charging lap and he stepped out of it. Ben Rogers, he's out there. What's he doing? Looks like he might be just starting his flying lap. Archer McMillan, I think, going for another run. Let's see if he lifts up, puts his foot on the gas, and then we'll go back to Ben. Comes up to the start-finish straight. Is he just on a slow lap or is he going for it? No, he's out of it. In fact, we are done. We are done. Everybody has qualified. So that's the way they're going to shape up for this one. Stand by. We're about to go racing. Let's take a look at the grid for you. Nathan Moroney on pole position, Kieran Shanks, Christian Flagg, Jason Archer McMillan, Larry Miles, James Foster. Then we go to Michael Thiessen, Fred Zenikowski, Mark Phillips, Seb Carlson's out there too. Great to see. He's the man who actually organises the Big V. So a shout out to him, and Ben Rogers sitting right behind. So let's go a-racing. Let's see how it pans out. Your pole sitter, Nathan Moroney, is going to lead the field. Kieran Shanks, his arch rival, sits alongside in P2. Christian Flagg with another outstanding qualifying performance from him. Always up on the pace is Christian, and always a tough competitor. We're all set. This is it. Big V, Nathan Moroney. Did he jump the start? Is he going to get a black flag? The car lurched. Let's see. Lights go out. We go racing. Kieran Shanks with a blinder. Gets off the line like an absolute shot out of a gun. He's going to run side by side with Moroney as they come up to towards turn 1. No black flag given, so Moroney's car didn't jump far enough for the stewards to dislike it. Now Christian Flagg goes to the inside of Moroney as well. So there you have it. Shanks leads the way over Flagg, Moroney, Miles and Foster. Further back in the pack, Seb Carlson. There he is with Jason Archer McMillan behind. Then we go back to Thiessen, who's under an attack at the moment as well. Into the first area of slipstream they come. Kieran goes to the inside to protect the inside line. Christian Flagg's got to run. Looks like Moroney's happy to sit there and bide time. He doesn't attack. Christian Flagg runs a little bit wide, but will have the momentum to maintain second spot. Further back in the pack, Foster, right in the middle of a great fight here, up behind Larry Miles, looks to the inside in the final turn, gets the spot. He's got, okay, behind them.
Miles, what are you doing?
Oh, it's crazy stuff, crazy stuff.
Destroying my car, that's what I'm doing.
Miles and Carlson having a chat. In behind them, Archer McMillan, here's the battle up front. Christian Flagg has Nathan Moroney right in his slipstream. Flagg goes through to get his nose in front, but Kieran's got the inside line here. Holds that spot and holds down first. Well done. Nothing worse than being on a slipstreaming track and seeing them in your revision mirror. It's an enormous amount of pressure. A chance equal to the task at the moment. Flagg goes to the inside. Moroney tucks in behind him. Flagg gets his nose in front yet again. Shanks has got the inside line. Moroney thinks about making it 3 wide. Decides to back out of it. Side by side they go. Christian can't get the overtaking maneuver done. There's been a problem back in the pack too. We'll go back and take a look at that in just a second. I just want to see, it's going to be tight. Kieran's going to lead them up into there. Let's go back and take a look at that crash. Larry Miles down towards turn 1. Contact with Archer McMillan, and those two have had it coming together. Back up front, goal! Timing is the key to comedy. Maroney tags the back of Christian Flagg, turns him around. You heard Maroney get straight on the radio and say sorry. This has opened up the door, and the man who organises this series that we haven't seen out there in the Big V for a while, Seb Carlson, moves up to second spot. Foster goes to third.
Nathan,
Rogers in fourth, then Maroney. So there we go. Shanks getting it exactly the way he wants to. A bit of banter there between James Foster, who you can see on screen at the moment, and Maroney. Maroney's not done with, though. You can guarantee that. Gets a run down the inside of Ben Rogers, who's started towards the back of the pack, Benjamin. Finds himself up there in fifth at the moment, but Maroney not done with yet. Seb Carlson leading the way into the braking area. Kieran goes through to pick up the race lead. Don't know if that'll cost him down into turn 1. Seb's got a great run out of the final turn, and Maroney back in the battle in fourth spot, in behind Foster. Now they go 2 by 2. Foster squeezing Maroney. Shanks goes through to the race lead. In fact, Foster not squeezing. He's gone through and run side by side with Kieran Shanks. Wants the race lead. James Foster has got himself in front. Shanks back to second. Seb Carlson, then Maroney. I thought he might have been trying to just squeeze Maroney there coming down the straight, but not the case. He just wanted the slipstream to get the run. Foster leads the way. Seb Carlson goes to the inside. Kieran Shanks right behind him. Maroney behind Foster. 3 wide as they come down into the turn. Shanks gets his beak in front. Just Seb Carlson keeping him very honest. On a charge is the number 2 car. Over 4K rating today in Big V. The best of the best doing battle. Maroney sneaks up the inside of Carlson. He's also going for Kieran Shanks. 3 wide as they come down the straight. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes done of this race. Still 7 minutes left on the clock. Maroney going to the far inside there. And here comes Foster. Is he going to make it 4 wide? You bet your backside he's going to. There we go, 4 wide. Foster with an amazing run. Side by side with Maroney down into the first turn. How good is this? The top 5 all within a bull's roar of each other. Kieran just bogs down, I think, coming out of turn 1, unless he was balked. I didn't quite see. I was looking up at my screen there. Foster leading the way. Maroney runs side by side with him. He's got a good run. Seb Carlson right behind. And Ben Rogers sitting back there, biding his time. Maroney gets just in front. Hard under brakes. 3 wide. He's contacted with Foster. Those two are around. Shanks back out into the race lead.
Nathan, we're 3 wide. Why are you turning in?
No reply. Seb Carlson back there in second. Ben Rogers up into third. Go Benji. Great run from him. So far he's stayed out of trouble. Maroney falling back through the pack at a rate of knots.
You guys are junk. Absolute junk. Well, enjoy that championship here, and you didn't deserve it all. But, yeah, whatever.
I told you there was passion. I told you there was passion.
I had damage to my outside front, man. I couldn't turn.
So they've made contact yet again.
Not damage, dude. Not at all.
Let's go back and take a look at it. Here is their second contact. It's going to be in the final turn. Ooh, I don't know if Foster had damage and caused that.
Look at my onboard, Nathan. I'm trying to turn, man. I'm sorry.
Kieran Shanks wants the fight. He's out for it today. Has not put a foot wrong. Has driven with great intelligence. Dives down the inside with a huge move. Gets it done. doesn't run wide. Ben's fighting back though, and here comes Seb Carlson as well. That was a big, big go there. A huge go by Kieran Shanks, who's going to try and make it 3 wide. Can he do it? Seb Carlson leading the way, protecting the inside line. Ben on the outside. Then we go to Kieran Shanks. Up into second. Ben's holding the outside line. He wants to go on with it. Let's check further back in the pack. There's Archer McMillan. He's closing in on the back of Mark Phillips at the moment. Those two battling out 6th and 7th spot respectively. In behind them, Maroney, Fred Zenikowski. Michael Thiessen there, sits there in 4th spot, so he'll pick up valuable championship points if he can stay out of trouble. Coming around to complete another lap, Seb Carlson leading the way. Ben Rogers has the great view. Let's join him on board. Thinks about a look up the inside. Comes onto the start-finish straight. Who's he elect to go behind? Kieran, who's got a great run out of the final turn. Not much Seb can do about that. Now he moves to the inside. No white flag, so 2 more laps left to go. Ben wants the race lead here. Gets a run down the inside, decides to back out of it. Seb goes to the inside of Kieran Shanks. These two having a ding-dong battle for this race lead. Oh, Seb gets it very loose. Manages to hang on to it. Runs a little bit wide. Oh, almost has contact with Kieran Shanks there. Kieran had to take evasive action to avoid the contact. And they're still side by side, these guys. To the inside, to the outside goes Rogers. To the inside goes Kieran Shanks. Can he hold on? This is the way they look, coming down towards the hard braking area. Ben on the outside, Shanks on the inside. Shanks gets the run as they head towards the final turn. Thiessen's starting to come under a little bit of pressure now. Christian Flagg closing in behind him. The super quick Christian Flagg making up time after contact with Maroney coming down the start-finish straight. Early on in the race, now they're slipstreaming each other. Now they're weaving from side to side. The flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Who's going to take it out? Kieran Shanks, Ben Rogers. Seb Carlson goes to the extreme outside. Turns in. Shanks leads the way with 1 more lap left to go. And 1 more big charge. Let's see how this plays out. It's going to be fascinating. Is Carlson going to go for it? He's in the slipstream. So too Rogers. Down they come towards the braking area. Seb is going to go for it. And Ben Rogers wants to go for it too. They come down towards the braking area. 3 wide. 3 wide. Seb Carlson gets the run through the corner. Can he hold on to it though? Or is it going to be Kieran? Kieran's got his nose just in front. Seb sticks it up the inside. Here comes Rogers as well. It's a 3-way dice into the final turn. Kieran protects that inside line. Can he hold them out to the start-finish line? Checkered flag is waving. Not much between them. Seb on the outside, Rogers on the inside. It's going to be Shanks' victory though. Out of the slipstream pulls Rogers, tries to make a go of it, but can't do it. Kieran Shanks takes the win. In week 10, Ben Rogers second, Seb Carlson. Then we go back to Thiessen. Christian Flagg finishes there. Behind them, Jason Archer McMillan, Mark Phillips, Nathan Maroney, who's jumped out straight away, and Fred Zenikowski. Wow, that was intense. I told you that there was no love loss, and you've seen that for yourself. Let's check the results, just to confirm it for you. There you have it. Kieran Shanks with the win. Benjamin Rogers second, only 0.05 of a second behind. So Ben took it to him right on the line. for Coulson Driver Management. Seb Coulson in third. Great to see you out here, Seb. Michael Thiessen, Christian Flagg, Jason Archer McMillan, Mark Phillips, Nathan Moroney, Fred Zenakowski, and James Foster rounds out the top 10. Larry Miles after contact further back in the pack. There you have it. The Week 10 round of Big V. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please hit like and subscribe. Leave any comments down below if you think I was unfair in the call. There's one person I'm referring to. Thanks very much for watching. We'll look forward to catching up with you next time. Bye for now.